Hey guys, this is Razzle. I'm Zach, that's Ryan, and that's Alan, and today we're going to be reviewing the Terminator Genisys trailer. Okay, Ryan, initial reaction. What did you think?
Not much, if I'm being totally honest. I still I'm rooting for the movie. Like, I want it to work, but like from the trailers I've seen, but I will say this though, this trailer was much better than the last one. Like, I felt like the last trailer felt like really kind of awkward. It doesn't like identify itself as like its own singular thing. Like, it feels like a mix of all these different things, different movies into one. It doesn't feel that original. Like, it doesn't have that Terminator feel like of like a Terminator 2, like how like amazing that movie was. It just doesn't feel like it's gonna, like, from what I've seen, it just looks so generic, and I'm just not a fan so far. I mean, what about you, Alan?
Yeah, I think the biggest sin that this trailer's committed so far to me is that it's completely forgettable, I think. The first trailer, bad, but I remembered it. This one, I had to watch a ton of times just to remember what we're talking about. And there's a couple things that I'm frustrated about. There's a couple things that are good. It's cool to see Arnold again. We've all talked about it.
We all agree
It's
with
cool
that.
to see Arnold again. It's cool to see him doing things. It's probably not cool that looks kind of lame in this movie.
Ooh.
Shots fired. Oh, man.
I can kind of agree with you, but I don't know if he looks... I mean... I can kind of agree.
Actually, I guess the one scene that I really dislike Arnold in is the scene where he flies through the windshield of the police car and he's just like, get out. That just seems kind of lame to me, kind of not really what... It's not what I see when I see Terminator.
Not Terminator 2, Terminator 1. It's not that. It doesn't have that like ferocity. It just feels like, he's. We have this old guy. We just throw. He doesn't look
that's
real.
The point.
It doesn't look like. It doesn't look real to me.
And in Terminator 1, at least me, I'm afraid of T-800. Like, I'm scared. Like, he's a menacing creature. He's
Terminator 2.
I wish the thing is,
he can be loved and he can be lovable. And
I want to see Arnold. That's the thing. This is the movie that I want to see Arnold do. It's just
I agree. And
but it's just, to me, it just looks bad. And I can't say that I think that I think I want him to do it again, but it's just because I want Arnold to do it again, not to do a good movie. But
and
I don't know.
So I think overall for me, this trailer did have a few good things. It did make me a bit more excited for the movie.
At a couple pieces in there. Like Emilia Clarke, I think she looks good. I think Jason Clarke also looks pretty good. No relation, obviously. I think they both look good in the trailer. I have no complaints. They don't look exceptional, but they have potential to be great in the movie. From what I've seen, I think especially probably stand out mostly is Emilia Clarke. I'm just waiting to see when we're going to see J.K. Simmons. We haven't seen him at all. He's playing like a detective or something, I think. And you think they would be marketing so much out. Maybe he's a very small part, but you think if he was a bigger part, you think they'd be marketing more, especially coming off of the Academy Award and everything. But
there's
that Matt Smith too.
Yeah,
is
there's
another
a few
big
actors that are
big Doctor Who fan base.
Yeah.
You think they'd want to play to, especially considering it's kind of the same sci-fi kind of genre in a little bit.
Exactly.
I think they would try to play to that, but
it seems as if they're just kind of leaving parts out, which is a good thing because the one part that they didn't leave out for some reason seems to be the huge plot hole where in the middle of the trailer, John Connor gets shot by the old T-800.
Older Arnold.
Older Arnold, but new Arnold.
Arnold now.
So current Arnold Schwarzenegger's character shoots John Connor. We've seen the trailer.
Yeah, we're assuming you guys
Do we think that Paramount did that because of this movie kind of seemingly going down the toilet in the minds of a lot of people? Do you think they did that as like a big selling point? What do we think?
I
definitely.
really do.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I think people weren't excited about the last trailer, and this trailer, they were like, well, we got to put something in it. Right. Arnold's not just selling this movie.
No.
And I think that they were trying to put a major point in. Now, I guess second trailers are supposed to put things like plot details, but that's just way too big of a plot detail.
That is a huge plot deal, but it might be a bigger part. I don't think it's going to be late in the movie. I think it's going to be pretty early in the movie. So it's going to be a part. I think that might be what they're arguing. But I think if we'd seen that in the movie, that would have given me that would have got taken a reaction out of me.
Arnold was bad in this.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. It would have got me thinking, and I'm like, what's going on? And Emilia Clarke's acting running up to it sounded like she was screaming. Like, it just felt like real.
Yeah, it looks good.
But then, like, now that I've seen it, when I'm seeing the movie, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I know what's happening here.
Happen,
he's been.
and it seems like And I mean, again, we haven't seen the film. We don't know. But it just seems like how many villains are they going to have in the entire movie? They're going to have old T-800. They're going to have John Connor. They're going to have new T-1000. Yep. What's the deal with this? Like, how many are they going to have?
It doesn't mean it can't work. It just raises concerns.
Currently, it seems like it may be convoluted. But overall, what do you guys think? Like, are we?
Well, we didn't even talk about just rehashings and bringing back "I'll Be Back."
Of course,
we just bring that up
all those lines. Which I'm not totally a fan of.
No, neither am I. I think it needs to be its own thing. It needs, like I said in the beginning,
like I don't mind it totally, but throwing it all in the trailers so that we have to see it. Like now, I'm going to see it a bunch of times and then see it in the movie, and it won't even. I think the cool thing about a rehashing, if you are going to do it, is when you surprise the audience with it, and to not we're seeing it in the trailer, we're not surprised. We're going to see it in the movie, and we go, oh yeah, you said it again.
I think in the film, if we would have watched. Arnold Schwarzenegger's character say "I'll be back" and then jump through the helicopter, it would have been kind of like, "Oh, that's really cool." That would have been a really cool scene. But now that we've seen it in both, it just seems seems like we're maybe used to it.
Okay, yeah, no.
So overall, I think why don't we give it a grade, Alan? What do you think?
I mean, it's not the worst trailer I've ever seen.
No, certainly not.
But I think a C-. It's a little bit under average. It was better than the last trailer. Overall, though, it just kind of left a lot. Me wanting more and then wanting less in the terms of plot details.
Ryan, what do you think?
For me, grading it wasn't. I don't think it was all that great. It looked generic. It didn't look like it was giving us all that much. I mean, but it didn't give me all that much to get excited about. And then it gave that huge plot detail in the middle, which I'm always against. I hate when movies do that. Kind of like with Amazing Spider-Man 2 when they did that. They give away the whole movie.
Gosh.
We're not going to get started on that. So I will say C-, I think, as well. It just.
Okay.
I'm still excited, but yeah.
Yeah. Again, it made me way more excited to see the movie. So for me, I'm going to give it a C, but I think since overall two of us gave it a C-, I think we'll give it a C- overall.
Okay.
So that was Terminator Genisys. Check back, guys. We're going to be reviewing some more trailers. We're going to be reviewing the film when it comes out.
Yep, of course.
Look down in the description box down below. We'll leave a link to some of our other videos. And so I'm Zach. That's Ryan. That's Alan. And make sure to check back. We're Razzle. Have a good day.